Hi, this is Sri from Techie Talks AI. I happened to see a video that says OpenClaw is just a loop. So this video is based on that. Actually, it is just a loop, but it is much, much more than a loop. Let me start with a question that shook the internet. If AI calls you at 3 a.m., is it alive? OpenClaw looks sentient. It behaves autonomously. It remembers. It acts while you sleep. But here is the twist. There is no thinking. There is no reasoning, no consciousness. Of course, what you are about to see is not magic. It is elegant engineering. And once you understand it, you can bundle it yourself. So this video is to bring some clarity in its internal working. Once you know that, the fear element can be eliminated because it looks so powerful. Many of us don't know how it works. So these examples went viral for a reason. An agent calling its owner at 3 a.m., another texting someone's wife and holding conversations for 24 hours, and OpenClaw hitting 100,000 GitHub stars in just 3 days, faster than most legendary repos. People genuinely ask, have we crossed a line? The answer is no, but the illusion is incredibly convincing. OpenClaw is not a brain. It is an agent runtime with a gateway in front of it. The gateway routes the traffic. The gateway executes tasks. The gateway feels alive, but it decides nothing. Understanding this separation is the key to everything that follows. Now, here is the core insight that most people miss. OpenClaw doesn't just respond to chat messages. It treats many things as input. Messages. So input can be messages. It can also be cron jobs and heartbeats. Normally this is set default at 30 minutes. That is, every 30 minutes, the gateway gets triggered and takes an action. And it can also be activated using hooks. Okay. Internal state and also external webhooks. So as seen before, gateway is connected to the agent. This is the familiar part. You send a message via WhatsApp, Slack, Telegram, or iMessage. The gateway receives it, queues it, and routes it to an agent. Important details, sessions are isolated per channel. And if multiple messages arrive while the agent is busy, they queue. Cleanly, sequentially, no chaos, no overlap, just orderly execution. Input 2, heartbeats. This is where OpenClaw starts feeling alive. Every 30 minutes by default, a heartbeat fires. That heartbeat injects a hidden prompt like check inbox, review calendar, look for overdue tasks. If nothing is urgent, system stays silent. If something matters, you get notified. The agent isn't deciding to be proactive. Time itself is triggering the work. So time is an input. Input 3, cron jobs. Yeah, from the Linux background, you know how cron job gets triggered. Crons give you precision. 9 a.m. check mail, 3 p.m. review calendar, midnight browse Twitter and save insights. The famous texting the wife example. That was a cron job. Good morning at 8 a.m., good night at 10 p.m. It felt spontaneous, but it was scheduled behavior. Input 4 and 5, hooks and webhooks. Hooks respond to internal events, startup, shutdown, reset, command execution. Webhooks respond to external events, email arrival, Slack reactions, GitHub events, Jira tickets. Now your agent isn't just reacting to you, it's reacting to your entire digital life. Multi-agent delegation. OpenClaw supports multiple agents with isolated roles. A research agent, a writer agent, one finishes work, messages another. It looks like collaboration, but technically it's another message entering a queue. Memory is just local markdown file. That is the beauty of it. So you can always refer back your memory and edit it as well. This one surprises people. OpenClaw's memory is not neural, it's local markdown files, conversation history, preferences, scratch pads. While the agent wakes up, it reads the files. That's how it remembers yesterday. No real-time learning, just persistent state. So everything is saved, configuration and memory is saved as markdown files. Human readable. Let's demystify the scariest example. Time fired an event entered the queue, agent processed instructions, a tool was used, Twilio API. A call happened, nothing decided, nothing planned overnight, just an event and a loop. The architecture of the agent, this is the universal pattern. Time and external systems create events, gateway queues them, agent processes them, state persists to disk, loop continues, and this is reproducible. And actually, you can build this without OpenClaw, even Bash scripting or Python scripting. The power comes at a cost. OpenClaw can run shell commands, read and write files, control browsers, execute scripts, access cuts both ways. Capability equals risk. Cisco analyzed OpenClaw system. 26% of the 31,000 skills had vulnerabilities. Command misinterpretation, unsafe file operations, path traversal. This is in fear-mongering. It is reality check. 3 real dangers: prompt injection through emails or docs, malicious third-party skills, accidental destructive commands. OpenClaw itself admits there is no perfectly secure setup. So the rules of engagement: never run this on your primary machine. Use isolated accounts. Use containers, Docker or Railway. Limit enabled skills. Monitor logs. Treat this like deploying a production infrastructure, not a toy. So here is a real takeaway. OpenClaw is just one implementation. The pattern is universal. Event scheduler, queue, LLM processor, persistent state. This architecture will appear everywhere. Understand it and you won't get caught in hype again. Once you see the architecture and the loop, you can't miss it. And once you understand it, you are no longer just a user, you are a builder. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more such videos. Give your valuable thoughts on the security aspects of OpenClaw. Future belongs to those who learn fast. Mentor Expert gives you personalized, expert-driven support in AI, automation, and modern tech. Upgrade your skills instantly.